Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Also Podcast, Vanderpump Rules the New Class, Season 12, Episode 6. Everyone annoys me. Everyone drives me nuts. Actually, there might be one person I didn't hate.
There's one person that I'm like, okay, thank God I can have like an accepted. But I was literally sitting today being like, who am I going to block? Because I hate all of, I have to pick one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Watching this first thing at 6 a.m. was fucking miserable because it wasn't even good.
Alicia, and I'm
how I start my day.
Because Angelica was online, last week, and her whole spiral, but
she
was
stop.
talking about, I know, she was talking about like a reunion, and then Andy confirmed on Watch What Happens Live that they're filming the reunion Friday, like when this comes out, and I'm like, okay, but that pretty much anchors that they're trying to invest in this show. And I'm like, no, this is the one time I'm like rooting for not a reunion. And of course you give me one now.
There better only be one because I don't know what. And it better be
absolutely.
Watch What Happens style where they all just sit on stools. Like Southern Hospitality where they just have their chairs and Andy's just in the middle. We can't even get a set. Like, no. Because it is so dumb. All of it is so dumb. And this is what I hate the most about this cast. I can't even have a favorite because anytime I like someone, they disappoint me. And anytime I dislike someone, I start agreeing with them. I'm like, no.
Angelica, you made me go to bat for you. And then you do this?
Angelica's going to hate our podcast and she's going to keep commenting on our shit because this is another.
Dude. She thought we were being mean before. Like, you were in the right and I was trying to coach you up. Like, now we got problems.
You haven't met mean, girl. We could be meaner. And that's this. Okay, Before we get into the episode, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon. All the links are in our description. And please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Okay, so previously on Vanderpump Rules the New Class, Marcus is DJing at SUR now. Angelica and Jason did a martial arts date and he injured her feelings and her back. Marcus and Kim are back together and good with each other because sometimes they're not good with each other when they are back together. We watched Chris and Jason do OnlyFans, which Audrey and Angelica learned about. Audrey found a penis pump in Jason's shower. Angelica friend-zoned Jason and started flirting with Shayne and then made out with him on the dance floor. Not heated rivalry style, sadly.
No. I mean,
it was gross. It was grosser. It was actually kind of heated rivalry, but it was worse. The off-brand.
You're right.
We open up with everyone getting ready for their shifts at SUR. Jason does his hair and eyebrows for like an hour and his skin, which was reminiscent of Tom Sandoval shaving his forehead, which did make me laugh because it's basically the same.
Agreed, but they're really doing themselves a disservice, the production, by trying to really draw back to the original because that is so beloved. It's only pissing me off now.
Because he didn't do anything fun.
No.
Like Tom Sandoval pulling out a razor and shaving his forehead, everyone was like, whoa. I didn't know in 2013 that people did that.
Exactly.
And then now we just watched him do his skincare routine. Like, I didn't care. There was nothing great about it. But
all I thought is, wow, this is taking a lot of time for, you look no different.
The fact that he woke up for work to do this an hour, I don't even sometimes put deodorant on to go into the office. Like, what are we doing?
Maybe let's change that, but...
An hour? I naturally smell amazing.
For some gel and you to pluck those eyebrows? I didn't notice a difference.
Pluck? I thought he was just bouncing them out. They looked even more fuller. We go to Tom. Lisa's here for a photo shoot for the merchandise. We got Marcus modeling. Shayne's also here volunteering his time to model. Not an employee, but a hot man. So Lisa's willing. Marcus is, for his first look, is the famous Tom lightning bolt hoodie, which I thought that was a Tom Sandoval hoodie, but apparently it's Tom merch. I don't know the story with this Tom hoodie ever in my life.
The origin efforts. I did know it was Tom, but I was like, you haven't made new merch in years?
It was branded as then Tom Sandoval once he gave it to Raquel. So I think at this point, to have it at Tom, I think Tom Sandoval should sue.
Yeah, well,
at this point.
Can he not swing his 5% around and say, can we get some new merch, please?
I think, did she not let them go from this endeavor yet?
No, I think they're still invested. Okay, I can't tell because
I don't know.
I feel like I've heard things, whether they're substantiated or not, that potentially they asked for their money from Tom Tom to be able to invest it into Schwartz and Sandy's, but also Schwartz is always at Tom Tom still. Maybe one of them took out some money, maybe the other didn't. I don't know.
What's his nut? Sandoval has retracted so far away from the limelight. I have no idea what he's doing. I don't even know if he's a part of this anymore. Which it made me like him better. After Traitors, I'm not going to say I'm a fan, but I'm not angry about it.
I need him not to be on my phone singing every day of my life.
Unless he's on the Traitors doing a challenge.
Correct. You can do it for the bit. You cannot do it on tour. No. You cannot do it for Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras.
No real songs. All noises.
What's that Masked Singer show? None of that. Game shows only. The
minute it's a real word, I don't want it.
Not any of it.
Just sounds. Sounding things out. Lisa goes up to Audrey and is like, hey, last night at Tom Tom, I heard that some shit happened. A Tom Tom employee told Lisa that the Sir kids were here last night, pretty drunk, dancing on tables, crying, screaming at each other, and they even ripped a mirror off the wall, which we got security footage of.
I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to unravel this. And then we basically didn't.
It wasn't unraveled. Okay, because then Audrey's like, shit, that was my friend Mary Faith that ripped that mirror off the wall. Sorry.
Excellent use of security footage. Like, thank you to production for adding that in. I really like the extra footage we got within this episode.
Agreed.
But, like, you're not storytelling me this crazy night all these kids had at Tom Tom.
No, so besides Mary Faith accidentally vandalizing this restaurant, Demy and Natalie got into a fight. And Lisa's annoyed by that because Demi's a manager. So Lisa's like, I'm going to do some digging into what happened, which we don't do.
Barely.
So then Angelica is here. Her and Shayne hug because, like, Angelica feels like the connection is real. And Shayne has some butterflies. So
it is awkward after you see someone where you're like, oh, wait, that was fun.
Are we flirting again? Yeah.
What are we? Like, what's the next step? Was that just a moment in one night? Or could this ever build to anything?
Yep. So Angelica tells everyone that she had to get x-rays this morning because of this martial arts date. And then
what happened to an MRI? She said it was an MRI.
She did. And if we've learned one thing from being Housewives fans, you cannot change your story ever. I was just watching Housewives today, and there was a big thing about changing your story. And I'm like, you can't do it. Once you say one thing, you have to stick to it. That's your story now.
You can be dramatic. Like, that's okay. Like, I'm okay with her being dramatic about this back. It doesn't bother me. I know it's bothering other people.
It bothers me a little.
But I need you to, like, make it your story, make it your mission, and be consistent with it. Yeah. And, like, she's playing it too much, but I'm like, you can say your back is hurt. I don't mind the injury being played up. It's the way she's going about it.
Okay, yeah. How do you feel about her crying? And saying she's really scared. She's so scared.
Like, you can tell me, like, when she says, like, my back hurts and it feels like electric going up and down. Yeah. I understand that. I've had that experience where, like, you can still live your life, but you're in such a weird discomfort and there's absolutely nothing that you can do for it. So, like, her telling that to Shayne, don't mind it. But when she goes to Lisa and she's like, he just really attacked me and, like, all this stuff and I've got the ick now. I'm like, you're trying to wrap up your dislike for this man into that he, like, attacked you, and that is not what happened. He threw you around. He shouldn't have. Like, you're fine.
Weirdly, in Jason's defense,
I know.
In his not defense, he did throw Angelica around a lot.
Yeah, he had no care for her.
In his defense, it was a martial arts date.
Absolutely. It was like an accident.
Yeah, it wasn't maliciously done, which, like, fine.
No.
The date was bad. Just be like, the date sucked. I got thrown around and I'm fucking injured. I don't like her crying and then being like, I'm so scared. Like, I get you're scared, but, like, the pity vote of it all, like, I get medical things are scared. I just don't you know, it's not something I'd be like, I'm so scared that the flu is here. You know, it's like
that's what it is. Is like, listen, we all get sympathy when we're injured, so I don't mind her wanting sympathy because her back hurts. It's the pity in the I'm scared. I'm like, grow the fuck up. You're fine.
My other thing is, if you like couldn't get off your couch, I'd be scared. Then your back is like incredibly hurting. But we were dancing last night. We're at the surf photo shoot. Like, you got both your leg. Like, it can't be that. Maybe you pinched a nerve. Like, it's not.
Yeah. Like, lean into the pain, not the like, I'm about to die.
Yeah, be like, I can't carry crispy chickens to the tables because my back hurts. But you don't have to sit here and be like, I'm so scared for my future. Like, you're good.
It's weird.
Be scared of the medical bills. Don't be scared of your back. Like,
there it is.
Come on.
There it is.
So Marcus agrees. Like, it was just a shitty ass date. I can't believe Marcus and I are on the same page. It's just a shitty date. But Chris doesn't believe the tears. He thinks it's a cry for attention. So then this is when Lisa comes up to Angelica and was like, why are you crying? Because like, we're at Tom Tom to do a photo shoot. You've been here for all of 7 seconds. We shouldn't be crying yet.
And if you were that injured, you wouldn't be here.
Don't come to the photo shoot.
Yeah.
So Angelica tells her about this martial arts date and is like, he broke my back and I broke his heart, which Chris is right here. And he like rolls his eyes, which me too, whether I'm the cousin of the person or not, my eyes are being rolled.
100%. She's trying to use this injury as a reason that they can't be together rather than just being honest and saying, I don't like you. I think you're weird.
Yes.
You were dating other people. Like, there's a million valid reasons to not date this man, but you're acting like he attacked you on purpose and that's why you shouldn't date him.
She also is like making it so that no one likes him. She wants everyone to not like him because she doesn't like him anymore.
Weird.
And not even in a like, okay, I don't like you romantically. We could still work together and be fine because we've been on one date and we've known each other for a week max. You know, like, she's like, no one can even be friends with him anymore. Everyone has to find him disgusting like I do. Like,
that's
it's
so true.
Weird.
She's trying to tear down any character, anything about him. She's like trying to destroy him in this group and to the show. And it's like,
and to Lisa. Lisa's like, okay.
Why are we telling the boss this?
Well, Lisa's like, you guys weren't together. And Angelica's like, she becomes manic, honestly. And she's like, no, we weren't together, but like, you know, he just did all these things and then he gave me the ick and now I'm repulsed by him, you know? And Lisa's like,
repulsed is a lie. That's a big word, babe.
And Angelica tells Lisa, she's like, oh my God, and Jason has OnlyFans and he uses a penis pump. And Audrey, again, everyone's like right here. So Audrey overhears and she's like, A, why are we repeating this? B, why are you telling Lisa of all people?
So
like,
weird.
Lisa is the employer. You don't have to tell her employee is using a penis pump on his OnlyFans.
Like, I don't care when she jokes about the penis pump later. Like, it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. Like, that gets blown out of proportion by everybody else. But to Lisa is weird.
This was weird. She was trying to be like, I'm repulsed. And when Lisa was like, I don't know, repulsed is kind of a big word. She's like, no. This is why I'm repulsed and you should be repulsed too.
And Lisa's not. Lisa's like, oh, okay.
Lisa knows about the OnlyFans, girl. You don't think Lisa's clocked in?
And if you have met the previous cast, there are way worse things we know about them. This is light work, babe. Like, nobody cares about a penis pump in their own bathroom. If they were using it at work, that's Lisa weird. Needs to know.
Lisa literally caught Jax having sex with Laura Lee in the bathroom. Like, what? Yeah. You think she's concerned what Jason does on his off time? It's just a weird thing you're bringing up. And then, like, Lisa straight up is like, I don't know why you're telling me this, but have a good day. Like, I don't care. And Jason isn't even here. So she's, like, so repulsed by this guy. She has to talk about him when he's down the block at Sir. Anyway,
I don't get her motivation. I don't get what she thinks is going to happen at the end of this day.
What's happening is it's almost like, I think in her mind, you know, when you get in a fight with someone and you want everyone to also hate that person, that's what she just wants.
No, I've never done that in my entire life. I have never been like, everybody needs to turn against this person, because like, I find that in my mind, all my relationships are a one-to-one experience.
Oh my God. You've never done that in high school. You were never like, this person was terrible, so my friend group needs to hate this person.
All girl schools actually have very little drama if you think about it, because the boys are gone. But I, like, to my best friends,
you get the concept.
Yes. But to my best friends, I get being like, okay, this happened, or like, she likes Shayne, so I get being like diminishing Jason in front of Shayne as, I mean, it's stupid. You shouldn't do this.
That's weirder.
But I get how she does that. It's weirder to go on all day to every single person, these random TomTom employees, singing in front of them. I'm like, you don't get anything out of that.
No, there was this one like patron employee, I don't even know, sitting at the bar, and she would, or no, it was at Sir later, but there's this man that like overhears her talking about like a penis bump, and he just fully turns and looks at the camera. A star is born, I'm telling you. Okay, so we go to Sir really quick. Everyone that's working here has big tension with each other, mainly Demy and Natalie. But Natalie's too busy to notice because she's coming up with the lavender French 75. Anyway, we go back to TomTom. Audrey goes up to Angelica and is like, hey, why'd you tell Lisa about the penis pump? And Angelica's like, oh my God, sorry. I just had to like tell her every single reason why I hate Jason. Hello. And then she doesn't see anything wrong with telling Lisa, which is crazy, because if I had employees, I don't need to know that they're pumping their penis.
I agree. And I'm glad Audrey like went up to her in that moment, because I think letting it fester, like Chris is saying a lot of just like remarks on the side, and like, I don't think that's mature either. Like, we can handle this, like everybody in this group can handle things way better.
Sure.
But this is reality TV. But so I appreciate Audrey and like the confidence of just being like, why the hell did you do that?
Yeah, hello. But also, I will say, it is reality TV. It's better that Chris is like more in the back.
Absolutely.
I also think, if we think about it, this is a work event. We just can't have drama. We just, he's like, I too would be like, we'll do this after. We do the photo shoot with all the merch. There's a group shot, and Angelica goes, everyone say penis pump on 3. And everyone kind of looks at her and is like, what? Because half these people don't know the joke.
That one was weird when she's just like giggling about it. I understand making jokes at other people's expense. I'm guilty of it every day of the week.
We're doing it right now with Angelica. I get it.
Absolutely. She made some jokes. Again, 2 people who don't get it or don't care.
There's 2 people in the middle.
I understand when they're not taking photos, you know, joking about it to 1 or 2 people, like, it's weird to you, you're whatever. But like, saying it as a cheese is so odd.
My other thing is, again, not everyone's involved with this. I understand telling Shayne and being like, oh my God, I found a penis pump, or like gossiping with Audrey about it, or like, I don't know, telling your friends. But also, we're like at a work environment around people who like you might not want to know that you're gossiping about this. Yeah. And so it seemed like it was the only thing. And I get like when something's on your mind, you have to bring it up a lot, but also like you don't have to bring it up this much. It's like immature almost, to the point that you're bringing it up.
Bring up your back. Like, to say penis pump 100 times is so weird to me.
Jason broke my back on 3. Like, less weird. Everyone say penis pump.
Still very weird.
Less weird than everyone say penis pump. The 2 people in the middle were straight up like, what?
Yeah.
Penis pump. They're not even on the show. And so then Audrey and Chris are pretty pissed off, because like it's getting to a point of like, we get it. Jason has a penis pump. Let's go on. Yeah. And Audrey feels like Angelica's using the information to purposely try to embarrass Jason.
She absolutely is.
I think it's to turn everyone repulsed by Jason. That's what she wants. If she's repulsed by Jason, everyone should be repulsed by Jason.
Because she doesn't want any questions about why they're not moving forward. Because she hasn't been she's been clear with Jason that she doesn't want to be with him.
Yeah.
But she hasn't been clear.
There's no reason.
She wants the guilt off of her back of Shayne, like kissing Shayne. So if like she embarrasses Jason and Jason's a loser and Jason hurt her, then it's like, it's valid for her to move on with Shayne so quick.
Of course.
Which I think it is valid for her to move on with Shayne quickly. They didn't kiss. They never dated. It's not that deep with her and Jason, but she is building this narrative of why
in
like
her
Jason
head
sucks.
Like it's her like, honestly, if she had just said, I'm really not into Jason after this date, Shayne's really hot and we start flirting, everyone would be like, great. Sucks
just
a little
own
for
it.
Jason. Yeah, it sucks a little for Jason, but like, all right,
because
whatever.
I think in the reverse, remember when we were talking about Natalie and Kim and like how Natalie or Kim was the villain on that girls' night?
Yeah.
And then Natalie took over. That is what Angelica is doing here. Is
She's
like, if
turning
she
herself.
just would have lived her life, stood 10 toes down, that she didn't like Jason, it wasn't that deep of a relationship, it's okay for her to move on, because it is. Everybody would have shamed her, and then she would have been like, oh my god, the people's princess, how dare you like shame a woman instead of a man for moving on so quickly.
We die a hero or see ourselves or what is it? See ourselves become the villain?
Yes.
Something
and that's what
like
happened.
that.
Like, girl, you almost had it.
You're right. I also feel like she's trying to be this like really strong woman and be like, Jason did me wrong, so I'm gonna embarrass him. And it's like, he hurt your back and he apologized for that, but he didn't actually do anything maliciously towards you.
He's a little insensitive when you say your back hurts and he asks if you want cheese, but like that's
hilarious.
That doesn't require you to like a takedown.
Yeah, hilarious, if anything. Like, when you reiterate that story in 5 years to be like, I went on a date with this guy, he broke my back, and then he gave me cheese, that's hilarious.
But now she has to follow it up with, I couldn't stop talking about his penis pump the next day at work.
It's less funny now.
Yeah.
And even, like, Shayne doesn't understand the penis pump, so Angelica's like, oh my god, can you believe Jason has a penis pump?
No, she's losing him.
Shayne's not gonna trash his boy. That's the other thing. You can't trash a boy to his boy.
He was in for the first giggle. Like, when she said it, he had, again, it was like funny the first time. The 17th, it's just getting weird.
Well, because now she's trying to embarrass him.
Mm-hmm.
Shayne's not down with that. That's his boy. You know what I mean? And we all have our issues. We all have our things. If anyone knows that, it's Shayne. So, like, what are we...
Shayne's a giver. He will always back. He will always be understanding no matter what anybody has gone through, because that man has lived a fucking life.
The guy was shot in the parking lot of the Bath and Body Works.
Who was he to judge?
Hello. So that's like the stupidest way to be shot too. So I mean, like, he gets it. He's
by your friend whose eyes were closed. Like, he will not judge a single soul.
So after we get the shot, not the gunshot, the camera shot. Sorry. We shouldn't, when we're talking about Shayne's story.
We gotta be clear.
After the photo is taken, Chris is like, hey, what's up with all the penis pump talk? Like, just say it. Let's get it out there. And Angelica's like, I'm so sorry. It's just like diarrhea of the mouth. I can't stop saying it. It's like when a little kid learns a cuss word and then like cannot stop saying it. So Chris says, he's like, yeah, we both have penis pumps because we use it for OnlyFans, which does make sense. If you have to take a picture with your giant dong hanging out and you're not hard, use the penis pump. Make it a little bigger. I get it.
Let's say they're not OnlyFans. Like, let's just say you have it. Again, kiki about it with your friend, make one joke about it, but like 17 times you look like the weird person. No matter what you're joking about, if you can't shut up and stop saying the same joke over and over and over again, you look weird.
Yeah. So Chris tells Angelica that he finds it disrespectful how Angelica keeps talking about this in front of everyone and keeps repeating it. And Shayne does try to stand up for Angelica and is like, oh, I think she's just like trying to joke around. But then Marcus is like, let's just go easy on Jason. You know, like,
he's not even here.
Angelica says Jason needs more self-awareness, like she's a small girl and he threw her around and he should hide his penis pump, which I was like, none of those things are connected. Whoa. None of that was like, first of all, he does need more self-awareness. You're right.
But not about this.
But also, you didn't care about that until he accidentally hurt your back. He needed self-awareness on how he was like speaking to you. You didn't care about that until he hurt your back. And then you got all up in arms that he didn't
He's only
care.
Fans. Well, that's true.
And then like now he needs to get rid of he should hide his penis pump better. It was in his house.
Own home, his own
He
bathroom.
didn't have a girl over. The girl accidentally saw it in his bathroom, which he was not planning on sharing with guests. So like, what do you mean hide his penis pump? It's his house. And also, he's not embarrassed about it, girl. You're trying to make it an embarrassing thing. But seems very open with it, or else he would have put it in a drawer. It was
it's okay.
It was in his shower.
For her to like feel weird about dating someone who does OnlyFans and uses it to get hard for OnlyFans. But like, that's a you thing, and own that, and like let him live his life. Because
you don't have to shame him for making some money the way he does, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it's a you problem. So
Yeah,
say,
and that's
I don't
okay.
like that. That makes me uncomfortable. That's why I can't date him. And then however that is perceived, well, that is how it will be perceived. But this is like you're projecting your insecurities that you have with this man that you're not even dating back on him when he doesn't give a shit. It is so weird. Angelica is so weird,
like,
dude.
Insensitive or like not like he doesn't lack awareness because he does OnlyFans. He lacks awareness because he can't fucking talk to you and show up whenever he agrees to it.
Yeah, he was
a little harsh on you at your date, but to be honest, like he thought you guys were on a similar level of skill and all of this stuff, and it was an accident. Like he did not purposely try to hurt you in any way. Like even watching it, he really wasn't. But it's just like she's a tiny human and he's not.
Yeah, like, he just didn't know his own strength, you know?
You would never be sparring partners if you guys went to the same class.
Exactly. Chris says it just doesn't seem like Angelica's back hurts that much because she was dancing around last night and like now she's here.
And that's not 100% true. Like you can do shit when your back hurts, but
I guess, but to also, this is your whole personality now and you're shaming someone else for like the issue they caused, but you're not acting.
This is where she went wrong. Yes. Like she didn't lean into just like, like it just is like light pain constantly. Like she didn't play it right with the injury. As someone who loves to egg on my injuries, she didn't do it right.
But then Shayne also, again, tries to come to Angelica's defense and is like, she was sitting a lot last night. But then he looks at Angelica and is like, and Jason didn't have any harmful intentions on your date. No, so like calm the fuck down.
Shayne is doing it right. He's like, listen, let's not attack
this
anybody
whole thing
here.
sucks. I was shot. Let's all shut up. I was shot, okay? This is fine. That's what he should do to end conflict is just be like, I've been shot. Have you been shot? Then shut the fuck up.
Put down your verbal guns. Let's stop shooting each other. I've actually been shot.
You're hurt because your best friend doesn't like you. My best friend shot me. So, hello. Anyway.
That'll shut everybody up real quick.
Anyway. But then Angelica says, or like Chris just says he's not happy with the way Angelica's reaming Jason out about nothing.
100% agree.
And Angelica goes, well, I learned it from Audrey. So, and Audrey's like, well, what? This is just.
Okay. No matter where you learned it, it doesn't make it okay.
You're the one repeating it. This is such a I'm sorry. It reminds me, I'm watching OC right now. It's a Vicky Gunvalson move to be like, I didn't start the rumor. I just repeated it 1,000 times.
I hate when people do that. Because I do think Audrey has to take ownership that she started this. Like she did start the commentary around it.
She went to Jason at dancing and she says, I told Angelica that I found a penis pump. I'm sorry. So it's out there.
Yeah.
So Angelica's trying to now be like, well, it's not even my fault. It's Audrey's. And
like, that's
Chris
not how this
is just
works.
like, hey, this is some private shit. Angelica says like, it's actually not because you show your dick to the public on your OnlyFans. And Chris is like,
not related.
You're taking it too far. You fake bitch. And then they all leave to go to Sir, which like isn't true. You have to, first of all, it's not public. You have to subscribe to OnlyFans. And second of all, they're probably making bank for showing penises. And third of all, who cares? We all watch Euphoria. We all see penises. Calm down.
Like, I was like, wait, what does, he's not using it on OnlyFans. It's not him using it. It's him like posting thirst traps or maybe more. I don't know. Because I'm not on his page. But it's not him like using it and just like being weird about things and things that are like shameful.
And just because, I want to make this so clear for everyone, if it hasn't already been common sense to you, just because you might show your body more than others or sell your body or whatever, that doesn't mean you aren't entitled to private things when you want things to be private. Just because you are showing your body doesn't mean your whole life is open for public judgment. Okay, whatever is open for public judgment is what is shared. Other than that, you are allowed. So unless they have the penis pump on their OnlyFans, no one needs to know Jason has a penis pump.
Wait, Alicia, that's so true. Because like, even if it's not about the penis pump, the like lack of awareness or like him like injuring her, it's like he doesn't deserve more shame and to be the butt of the joke just because he's on OnlyFans. Like you tearing him down for other reasons just because he chooses to sell his body doesn't mean like that's okay. Yeah. Like we got to stop shaming people just because they're in the sex industry. It's so weird.
It's a booming industry. He's making more than you. So like what, like it drives me nuts when Chris was literally like, you're sharing private shit. And she's like, there is no private shit because you're showing your dick online. There's still private shit.
That doesn't mean you don't get privacy in any capacity, whether it's about your like that topic or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then we go to Sir. Lisa comes in immediately and is like, Demy, Natalie, get in the room. And Lisa sits down. She's like, I know that y'all were arguing and screaming at Tom Tom. Don't even try to deny it. And Demy says, like, look, last night I decided I was done with the friendship. And Natalie's like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, I don't know what the problem is.
I have a question.
Demy's crazy, dude.
This could be on production, though, because, like, sure, Alexis could be on the cutting room floor. But whether it's Demy or production, what the fuck are they fighting about?
I have zero clues. I feel like Demy just... And this is your prerogative, fine. I feel like Demy just hates Natalie, which, like, great, hate her. But, like, you don't have to be a total bitch every time she's around you. Just say, Natalie, I would rather not be friends. I am your manager. I will be cordial to you. We can be cool. But, like,
that's her problem, though. She can't be cordial with her at work.
She can't. So, like, she's not a good manager.
No.
You know who was a good manager? Peter. He was cordial with everyone, even when they were all fucking up his restaurant.
Yep.
She's the one fucking it up. Because then Lisa's like, I basically don't care what's happening. You're fighting in my bar in public, and that's not okay. And then she turns to Demy and she's like, and you're a manager, so it looks extra fucking bad. Notice how Peter rarely got into arguments, Demy.
Very
and
true.
I will compare the two because this is a work thing now. I'm not comparing characters, I'm comparing your work.
And Demy really isn't on this season that much. She honestly is in a capacity that, like, Peter was.
She's not it. She's not a main player. But Demy says she loves Natalie. She just doesn't like her. Which, whatever.
I hate when people say that. I get to say that about couples that I'm judging for reality TV.
I only use it for couples.
But, like, that is cruel to say to someone, like your friend.
No, that's crazy. I don't think I'd ever even describe, like, a friendship like that. Like, either you like me and love me, and the only reason it's used in how we use it in relationships is because these couples are still together and it's toxic. If the friendship's not working, you can just end the friendship. You know, it just seems weird.
It's okay if you, like, think that, I guess, but to say it out loud to someone's face is so mean.
So then Natalie shares that this triggers her because growing up, she never knew where she stood with her mom. Her mom would always say, I love you, but I don't like you. And Natalie currently doesn't have a relationship with her mom. And, like, Natalie acknowledges, like, that's not Demy's fault, but it's very triggering when you don't know where you stand with someone. Because that is very ominous. I love you, but I don't like you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when do I call you? Are we friends or not? Are we together or not? Like, what are the parameters of this weird relationship you're defining now?
Yeah, and that really informs her fight with Kim a little bit more from Girls' Night. Like, why she couldn't let it be in the gray area during that Girls' Night. She really struggles with that.
Yeah. She can't have this gray area.
No.
Which I think it's hard when other people can, because you can't force other people to meet you where you are.
Absolutely.
But I think it shows more of her trauma and what she needs to work through and where she comes from.
And why she keeps asking for people to talk to her or ask what's going on. Like, I don't think she tries to force too many things of it actually happening. She was the most forceful on that Girls' Night, but she constantly asks Kim to sit down. And the next day after Girls' Day, it's like, when are we going to sit down? Like, she's trying to, like, fix whatever is wrong.
Yeah, she's confused why Kim didn't reach out and only reached out about, like, the Venmo receipt or whatever. And I get that now. I get now where she's coming from. It seems less crazy and more triggering. Yeah. Lisa basically tells Natalie, like, look, Demy doesn't want to fix the friendship. At that point, you can just let it go, which is the hard truth, I think.
Very hard.
And this is why people go to therapy. Natalie really reminds me, and I think they just I want to blame production. I think they set up Natalie wrong because she reminds me a lot of young Lindsay Hubbard. But we knew Lindsay's trauma from the get-go, so I could relate to her. Now I'm having more of an open heart towards Natalie.
That's the thing. I think Natalie and Shayne are the most dynamic characters because we're really seeing the, like, background on them and the highs and lows of them being good and bad people and, like, why they might be that way. Yeah. And I'm sure other people have stories to tell and may have been telling them and they just went to the cutting room floor. But, like, I really do love the complexity of Natalie.
I do too. I think now that I can kind of understand where she's coming from, because to me before it just looked crazy.
Absolutely.
I also don't like Demy, but like it just seemed crazy. But now that I get like that's a really hard thing, I understand why you always need clarification and to talk to people.
Like her
and
motivations.
Like, she can't ever I think even in her good friendships, she needs to know that they're still friends. She needs that affirmation.
That's so true, because like the most important person in your life, like growing up, your mom, constantly told you she didn't like you, so you were constantly on unstable ground and wondered like where you stood. So even solid relationships, she probably constantly questions if they are going to not like her at any point.
Which also makes a lot of sense in that one fight she did have with Demy when she was like, no, she didn't want to sign the write-up or whatever. Because I think, again, she was trying to talk to Demy and Demy was like, no. And she was like, well, now I don't want to sign the write-up with you. It's her response. And so I hope she is going to therapy for it. But
absolutely. Also,
I understand
this
her.
is weird, but I needed to say this out loud and see if there's an understanding. She said she doesn't talk to her mom, but her stepdad is the one who is the plastic surgeon who could do her boobs. Yes. So, like, do we think her stepdad and her mom are still married and she just talks to the stepdad?
I mean, maybe. My guess of knowing nothing would be that growing up, Natalie's dad maybe wasn't as much in the picture, or Natalie's mom married the stepdad when Natalie was young. So then this was kind of her father figure in the home. And then they maybe broke up, like the mom and the stepdad broke up, but Natalie keeps a relationship because he's like a father figure.
Okay.
That would be my guess. Because he visited.
The one, I was about to say,
when Paulo, what is his name?
I don't know.
Paulo. Sing to me, Paulo. That's what we call him. Yeah, so I think he was the one that was around for that. Okay, so everyone from Tom Tom gets to Sir. Marcus and Shayne, what do? Oh, while they're walking over, they're talking about Kim, and Marcus is like, this is the strongest we've ever been. They celebrated, and I hate this, a 10-month anniversary. There's no need to celebrate.
I want to throw up. Yeah.
Here's my thing. You can celebrate that you've been together for X amount of months, but it is not an anniversary. An anniversary by definition is year. It's Annie, a year.
And like, okay, fine. If that's an excuse to go for a date night, I'm all in for you and your own little couple shit making this whatever you want it to be. We've been here for 10 months. Sure. Like, let's go to dinner. But to like say it out loud, like you're proud of that is weird.
We've had 10 months. We've been here for less than a year and we're killing it.
When they like basically broke up while we've been watching them.
No, literally they broke up 17 days ago. And they'll break up at the end of this episode probably too.
Yeah.
Marcus told Kim that the most important thing to him is their relationship. And he re-asked her to be his girlfriend forever. Which, whatever. Yuck. Honestly, this is why I can't date men. Because if a man seriously said this to me, I'd be like, no, I think we're breaking up right now in this moment. That was disgusting.
I would never find myself in this situation. Also,
you would have left after the appetizers.
Yes, I'm so avoidant. So if you say, will you be my girlfriend forever? I'm a runner, I'm a track star. Like, that's scary.
Sir, forever. I'll die eventually. There is no forever.
Actually, yeah, don't lock me into the afterlife, too.
Be like, I already have a burial site for one picked out. I can't.
For one.
There is no forever here.
I also like how Kim is like, not dating forever. I need more. I'm like, yeah, babe. Yeah. Now you have standards.
It was just a figure of speech, Kim. Calm down, you know?
No, let's be honest. Marcus would hold her to that.
And he has it on tape too. So anyway, so we go to Sir. Everyone from the photo shoots here. Immediately, Chris finds Jason and is like, dude, listen. Of course, we know Audrey told Jason about how she told Angelica about the penis pump. Now they just let him know that Angelica has been shouting about this penis pump all day long. And Shayne does pop in and he's like, hey, I think Angelica was joking a little because she can't be that insensitive because I have ED, so I use Viagra because I was shot a lot. So
more to this lore.
Oh my God. The story we could tell. We could add to our movie.
I know.
It gets better.
I'm not joking. This entire episode, the only joy I had was like, we're building out the screenplay.
Writing Shayne's movie. I saw it in my head because the other thing with this is like, give him a girlfriend who gets the call that he was shot in Bath and Body Works. And then as he's refiguring it out, give it like a Friday Night Lights thing where like she's trying to hook up and he can't get hard. And it's just like another thing he has to deal with. And the best that he'll never forgive his best friend for. I can't have sex now. Not forever, but you get it. At the time, it feels like forever.
But that was, I mean, that's a beautiful thing to overcome. Like, he has to walk again. Can he have sex again?
He gets to get hard again. Have
all of those trials and tribulations.
Oh my God. The first erection, that would be a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the struggle to decide to start using Viagra. Like,
we did receive one message that was like, I love the screenplay you're writing. I know, but they were like, I'm obsessed with it. Here's also my thoughts on what you were thinking. And I responded, and I was like, no, I totally get this. Well, like, notes are taken, but like, people love the bit. So we gotta keep it going. It writes
I need everybody to put their submissions in if they have any good ideas. We are open. This can be crowdsourced.
We can't promise we'll take everything because it does have to make sense, and our ideas
we
come
promise
first.
to read it.
The funniest shit is what will go in because this, as we've mentioned, is similar to Scary Movie. It is a parody of a real shooting. Because it can't not be funny with it. Like, we could write a serious movie. That'd be crazy.
I think it's funny that the thread for me on this entire show is Shayne's, like, life and, like,
I know that we don't know anything about that. We slowly get pieces and we're just adding it in around the main point, which is the shooting.
But I get excited when he speaks.
I do too.
Anytime he's on screen, I'm like, what more are you going to tell me about your life?
Whenever he shares his personal life, I separate my notes. So I have a separate notepad to be like our screenplay. And we've joked before about writing books, but I really think this is the one we stick with.
I think I'm the most passionate about this one. This one flows.
Same. It writes itself. It's so easy with us. Shayne feels like he's been caught in the middle because he's friends with both. So he goes up to Angelica and he asks like, hey, can you go talk to Jason? And she says no, but he's like, it's just, keep the peace.
He's a really good person.
He's great.
Like, the way he gets her to go talk to him.
I really like
incredible.
Shayne and I hate it.
I know.
Another blonde white man wins me over. I can't wait to be disappointed by him at some point.
He has, again, him and Natalie are so dynamic as characters that I'm like, even when I dislike them, I'm like, you're so fascinating
obsessed.
to me.
I know. Okay, so Angelica does go over to Jason, Chris, and Audrey. They're like, hey, how are you? And she's like, well, I've been better physically. I was like, girl.
Angelica.
Shut the fuck up.
You have two notes you're hitting, and it's penis pump or back, and I need you to get a new one.
Be more dynamic. Learn from Shayne. Go get shot or something.
Maybe not
Don't get shot.
Go like hurt your ankle. Be like Sheena Shea. At least like have an interesting injury with visuals.
At least make it funny.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about this back injury. I need you hobbling, on crutches.
Like when she was talking to Lisa, I found it slightly humorous because I was like, girl, get a life. But like when she started saying she was scared and then she literally cannot stop bringing it up and then she lied about the MRI, I'm like, 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah. So crazy. Angelica tells Jason that she was talking and crying to Lisa. And you know what? The penis pump thing just came out like word vomit. And it makes her laugh because like she has a penis pump and that is so funny. And she's going through things right now. So like anything she can make to have her laugh.
Babe, you had 1 or 2 ha-has about it and then you went into full shame mode.
And also, like, to look at someone and be like, it's funny that you have a penis pump. It's sensitive and crazy. And then she's like, I'm going through a lot, so any laughs I can get. And I'm like, what are you going through besides your back? Is there something else?
Anything I had where I was like, okay, I can see her perspective. She lost me completely here.
She lost it. And Jason's kind of just like, what are you going through? And she does say, she's like, my back because of you. Cut to, there's a bunch of tables that cannot find their server because Jason is arguing about a penis pump. The kitchen guys are like, hey, back in the day, it was Joe, the kitchen guy. I don't know who it is now, but the kitchen guy walks in. He's like, yo, the new girl's talking about a penis pump. Isn't that crazy? And then there's this guy at the bar that hears penis pump and turns and looks straight through Angelica and Jason into the camera.
Oh my God.
There is nothing subtle about these people. No. Anyway, so Jason's like, hey, I have to work. Let's talk about this later.
Let's table this. I need to go to my tables.
You're now broadcasting to the restaurant that I have a penis pump. So, like, this is not appropriate. I'm on hourly wage. I gotta go.
And he doesn't just, like, skedaddle out. He's like, let's talk about this later.
Let's table
it. I have things I have to do right now.
Yeah. And then Angelica's like, you're kind of an asshole right now. I just told you that she goes, I told you my back hurts and you won't apologize. And Jason's like, I literally apologized yesterday with cheese, like, Angelica. No, I don't know.
Okay. Again, I understand he is bad at acknowledging the back. However, your back isn't that hurt where he needs to lose his job over apologizing to you.
Also, girl, you're at a loss because you've been making fun of him all day. And last night he saw you grinding on Shayne.
She lost any high ground. She lost any high ground the minute she started to shame him over the penis pump all day.
Yeah, so he's working. You can't call him an asshole because he just doesn't want to get screamed at.
He said he would talk to you later.
Yeah. So Angelica's mad that she's like, you're downplaying it and you're gaslighting me. I was like,
no, he's not.
We've lost the plot of gaslighting. Look it up. This is not the definition.
How people do overuse it. It's the one thing I do align with about is people overuse the term
Shut up, Meredith. I don't care if we align with him. Don't say his name here.
I'll bleep it out. It became like a buzzword, and I think it's great that more people understand what it truly is, but like we got to stop using it when we don't like how somebody acts.
He's not gaslighting you. He did acknowledge your back. And he's just saying, can we talk about it later? And she's like, gaslight, that's not the appropriate definition.
He's being dismissive, but like rightfully so. He's literally has to get to his job.
Yeah, so Jason basically is like, whatever, your apology was shit, I'm gone. And he leaves, and then she leaves, and we're done, finally, with that argument. So then we go to Shayne's apartment, and Marcus picks him up for the big day, which I was like, I don't know what the fucking big day is. But apparently tonight we're going to see... I don't think we see the whole, like, they'd see the whole movie, but you see a snippet of Shayne's short film, Deep Clean, which did look like it had blood on it. And I said, ooh, is it about a shooting? But I think it's a murder, like a murder mystery.
I couldn't follow it. He's like trying to get funding to get it fully made. So good luck on him.
Yeah, he wants this to be a large feature film, which I say, Shayne, team up with us about your life story. We'll make it happen.
And we will show the respect because I actually do respect what you've been through.
Yes.
We are just adding some cute bits. But even if you want to make it serious, I can help you fill in the gaps.
We can help with it. Here's the thing, sir. I live in New York. He lives in LA. Meredith lives in Chicago. We got all three major cities. We can get this film. Okay,
so true.
But you got to bring us in. We have connections. We'll figure it out. So Marcus is so proud of Shayne. He finds him an inspiration. Marcus at one point even debated leaving LA. Shayne told him, you don't want to look up at that billboard one day and see me without you.
Wait, that is so sweet.
I do really like their friendship. I do. I believe it. I believe that they're not going to backstab each other. Like, I think Shayne would really bring Marcus along for all his 100% success.
Agree.
Yeah.
We said this early on, and I remember Shayne commenting on the video. I was like, he has been to therapy too much. He is like whole and healed. But this is the one time I'm like, you know what? I'm glad you're whole and healed. That was so really sweet. Nice.
And they go to this lookout spot and get out and go for a little walk. And we find out Shayne's dad is in LA and he is having the time of his life. And Shayne hasn't seen his dad for a long time because Shayne's dad was in and out of criminal charges, I'm assuming jail, for most of Shayne's life. So there's a lot of pressure on having dad here. And Shayne was stressed earlier when going to pick up his dad because of the pressure. And so he stopped at the smoke shop and picked up a bottle of kratom.
I forget what it is.
Which is an opioid, I believe.
That's scary.
Yes. We know Shayne is sober right now. So Shayne defines it for us. He's been sober for 2.5 years, 10 years off alcohol, 12 years off meth, 12 years off fentanyl, and 2.5 years off weed, Adderall, mushrooms, DMT, and ketamine. So it's a lot.
Wild.
Which we did not know.
No. I am so happy to share this because I just finished like Carl Radke's audiobook and he really walks through his sobriety and hearing. I think it's great to have more sober people on reality TV because Shayne is bringing interesting conversations and stuff without having to get drunk or be on drugs. And I think that's amazing. It is wild to me. I always need to understand like the full picture. I immediately looked up his age. He, in present day right now, just turned 32. So he was 31 when he filmed this. So he got sober off of drugs
like
in
18,
his early
19.
20s.
Yeah. Holy shit. To have that kind of like discipline.
Amazing.
It's insane. Okay, so Shayne, we find out his family likes to do drugs. He had his first drink at 5 years old. His family introduced him to cocaine and meth, where they lived in the trailer park. He didn't know he had a problem until he was digging through the carpet looking for meth crumbs. And when he started recovery, the relationship with his parents ended because their main relationship was them partying with each other.
Which I really relate to that because I grew up in a family friend group, and a like dynamic where drinking was like everything. Like my parents bought my first fake ID. Like I drank with my parents underage. And a lot of my relationship with my parents is based on partying. Not this hardcore. Like I can only imagine what it was like for him. But it is hard to reset your relationship as an adult when as a child you were brought up in a specific dynamic that was unhealthy for you.
Yeah, 100%. This is, if you didn't like Shayne before, this is just, you got to give him his flowers. This is incredible.
Yeah. It seems like he's really worked through a lot of this, and I so commend him having the ability to have a relationship with his dad while his dad is still using too.
Yeah.
He seems very secure in his sobriety, even though he stumbles, even though he like went to go look at drugs, like he still wants to prioritize some type of relationship with his dad, even though that might be a little toxic for him. Like that's impressive. Yeah.
And I like that he was able to get sober and then also find other things that define him, because I think a hard thing is true. A lot of us can be defined by partying and alcohol, but then when you become sober, you're defined by being sober. That's the only thing you really have to hold on to. But I think Shayne's done a really great job, especially in a city like LA, to be like, no, there's more to me, which I think is incredible.
The LA piece is huge. Like he probably moved there right when he was getting sober, or like shortly after.
He went to, well, where was it? Madrid or Barcelona? I think
Milan.
At 16. Milan.
Was it 16?
Like 16, 17?
Okay, not to be insensitive, but I'm like,
no.
Okay, so
I need the timeline.
He got sober. I know. He's 32 right now. He was 31 when this was shot. He got sober 12 years ago. Like, when did the shooting happen around that? Because also, in his recovery, he probably didn't use any opioids. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he did. I don't actually know. But I just like think about all the trials and tribulations. Then I'm trying to like organize them in a timeline. And I'm like, you've gone through so much, and probably so much within quite a few years of each other.
And this just makes our movie crazier. I think it adds to it a lot, because now it sounds like it might have not been a Bath and Body Works parking lot. I think we should keep it. But it sounds like
if we do scary movie version, it's a Bath and Body Works parking lot.
Yes.
That's
if it's a real version, we have to go a little see. But remember how I think when he first told Natalie, I was like, where is this model getting a gun? You know, I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was some suburban kid that just like, how did he get a gun? And what was this other model rival gang fighting with him about? Now it sounds like his life was a lot more rough than I ever expected it to be, which just gives you, either you tell me the whole story or I need to stop judging, which probably the second part won't happen. So
I wasn't judging. I was just filling in the gaps myself until proven otherwise.
You know what they say about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and me. So here we are.
Here I am.
Here's the thing. Like, now that I know this, it makes more sense why Shayne's friend maybe had a gun, and that there were fights happening, and like so,
and like a ticket out of that area. Like, I understand the jealousy of the rival model gang too.
That he's gonna get out of this town, and they are like, you shouldn't.
You think you're gonna make something of yourself?
Think you're better than us? Oh man, 100%.
There's a lot of heart, even if this is a scary movie, jokester type of movie. There's still going to be a lot of heart in it.
You're going to root for Shayne. You're going to root for Shayne. But Shayne in the end ended up not doing kratom. He just knows he's not a good person when he's on drugs. He said he put the drugs down. He went to go pick up his dad, who was trashed, but he is having a good time with his dad. And Marcus is shocked by this because he met Shayne 10 years ago. Shayne was already sober because if you remember, it's 10 years off alcohol, 12 years off the big major drugs. But he thought Shayne was sober his whole relationship. He had no idea that Shayne was only 2.5 years fully sober off everything. So yeah, Marcus is just finding out about this. And I guess Shayne had a relapse 3 years ago. So that's where Marcus is like very surprised. But he's honored that Shayne is telling him this. He's proud of Shayne. And he wants to be there for Shayne.
Yeah, I think a huge piece that people need to realize about addiction is a lot of it happens in secrecy. Like it won't come to light unless very, very serious problems are they're really far like past, you know, like a functioning use. And so it's about just like providing support no matter if you know somebody has relapsed or not. And even if you don't know they're addicted, like I think we're all really harsh on each other about our actions, but like we really have no clue what people are going through.
Yeah.
And not to say that people's actions are okay, but I think there's just so much trauma people experience and just very, very, very.
Yeah. 100%. And Shayne will always be an addict. So this is an ongoing thing. And it's nice that Marcus has Shayne's back. I really do like this friendship. Oh my God. Oh, I hope I don't learn to regret it.
I like seeing healthy male relationships on TV.
Agreed.
I think that's amazing. We really need that at this time.
I like when they're vulnerable with each other.
Me too. Because I think what's helpful is everybody has complex dynamics with everybody and can be good and bad people. And so it's nice to see the positives in like Marcus because we hate him in his relationship with Kim. So I do like when I can still root for every cast member in some way.
Yeah. Okay, so we go to Chris and Jason's Marina Del Rey apartment. Chris is looking at some commercials to do. He just says yes to all his opportunities, you know? And then Chris shares with Jason that him and Audrey are taking it really slow. Audrey's only slept over once and they didn't even hook up. It's been a whole month without sex.
I'm confused by these couples.
Why? What's wrong? What's confusing you?
It just doesn't seem like Audrey and Chris really kiss even, and we know like Jason and Angelica haven't kissed, so this just all these relationships feel very fake.
It is weird because then Chris is like Audrey kissing's like a 7.5. Fuck you, bro.
Like this is fake.
She's gonna see this. Just say she's a 10.
This conversation gave me weird vibes because he
it was
like,
weird.
I'm still a guy, like I love sex, but like I'm trying to be patient and different this time.
And then like, Jason's like, oh, if a girl smells good, I can tell we're going to have good sex. And I was like, what are we doing?
I do believe in the pheromones thing, but like,
I believe in pheromones
right now.
But like, also, it doesn't mean you're going to have good sex. It just probably means you'll like it better because you don't despise this person. You're not repulsed by them, if you will. So then Audrey's here. They do joke about like the penis pump in the bathroom because it's all jokes now amongst the three of them. And Jason says, you know, whatever, everything just came out at the wrong time.
Definitely.
And Audrey acknowledges again, she shouldn't have brought up the penis pump to Angelica. Jason's just happy that like Audrey did bring it up because it showed Angelica's true colors. And Audrey's not really happy with Angelica right now. Then we go to Shayne's film premiere. So Shayne's here. He's brought his dad and his sister. They meet a bunch of Shayne's friends. And then like all the people from SUR show up. And I love when Shayne says he feels so supported by all his friends showing up. He's really just a teddy bear. He's so cute. Yeah.
Can I be mean though?
Yes, of course.
This is not what I thought this event was going to look like. We're just at some random restaurant.
I thought it was like a film festival or something.
That's what they said it was.
Just put it in an AMC. Ask the AMC if you can show something, and then
the AMC or at least like a banquet hall. This was like a Mexican restaurant that we just like put a projector in.
We were ordering tacos. Yeah. Okay, so Angelica shows up and she needs a drink because she knows she's not vibing with a lot of people. She says hi to everyone except Chris, Audrey, and Jason.
Which valid. Like great. I understand when people ignore people.
So they all sit down for the movie, and as only a sister can do, Shayne's sister looks at him and goes, I'm already embarrassed for you, which is so true because this would, for me who's not an actor, watching this would be so embarrassing for either me or if it was my sibling, I would be embarrassed on their behalf.
I'm not one who can visualize the beginning parts of like a film or art, so I'm just like, congrats. Like,
yeah,
hope you get it made exactly how you want
terrible.
it to be. Like, I can't visualize that stuff personally.
I do though like Shayne laughing and being like, whatever. Haha. Because only a sister can say that, truly.
Absolutely.
So, whatever. He shows the film. Everyone loves it. They all think that Shayne is so hot. Marcus and Angelica and Venus are like, that man.
He is.
His
He's hair?
very attractive in
Incredible.
a very conventional way, which is unfortunately not my type. But like I get
objectively, I can be like,
it's hot. It's like a George Clooney, a Leonardo DiCaprio. You're like, yeah, I get it.
You know what he reminds me of? He's like a Ken doll. He is that like
Ken's
figurine.
Yes, Ken's not normally my type, but I get the height. I'm more an Alan girl if you've seen the Barbie movies. That's more my type. Truly. I love Michael Cera. It's like actually my type. So Natalie, her only thing is she needs to see more range from Shayne because she got a BA in acting and she trained with the lady who discovered Orlando Bloom. So she's basically...
I love Natalie being like this.
Same.
I'm like, yes, be slightly bitchy, but open to Shayne being good.
So then Shayne's dad is just really proud of him, which is sweet and we love. Anyway, so we go to the after party. Let's get fighting again. Enough of this mushy mumbo jumbo. Yeah. So we go to the after party for Shayne's film. Angelica cannot stop talking about the drama. She just shut up, girl.
Before that, because like Shayne's walking in, she's like shit talking Shayne's film, and she was like, she said something of like, "Oh yeah, it was good, but like it was kind of like all right or something." And then he like comes up and she's like, "It was so good." Like she was so fucking fake, and I was "That's crazy."
I missed it. But she also keeps talking about this drama. She's like, "Oh my god, there's people here that don't like me," and everyone's like, girl, I couldn't care less, honestly.
I have the same comments about her with guys, about her with this fight. Have a backbone, be your own fucking person, get over it, and let these losers walk. You know, like, she's in the wrong for sure, but in your mindset, you should be like, they're in the wrong, whatever, I'm gonna do my own thing over here.
She's doing the thing again where she's like, if I'm having issues with these people, everyone should have issues with them and know and be on my side. It's like you have to be the first one to tell everyone you're having issues with someone so that they're on your side. If Audrey, Jason, or Chris were to be like, oh, Angelica sucks. It's like, no, I heard already. I got it. She's trying to plant these seeds.
Really good at being the victim in things that I'm going to let other people tear me down so then I can go, oh, that's so mean of them. And at the same time, though, you're not going to ruin my fucking night. You're not going to live rent-free in my brain. I'm going to show you I'm amazing, and you're going to be staring at me all night laughing and having the time of my life.
I have to say, if you could do the victim, if there's one person I'm similar to, it's Audrey. I'm going to have my drink. I'm going to hate you from afar and make you feel uncomfortable. And then if and when you approach me, I'm going to make you seem crazy.
Absolutely. From Audrey's perspective. But if you were Angelica and like other people disliked you, you would not be even thinking about those
Wouldn't
people.
even notice. Wouldn't even notice them. And then if they come at me, rude.
That.
You guys
like, I'm going to let you strike first because then I get to be like, that's rude.
Yeah. Maybe I go up and I'm like, I don't like the
tension.
You know what I would have done, which would have thrown them off? Because Angelica showed up last to, Chris, Jason, and Audrey were already there. She showed up last to the film. I would have done a nice little, like, on the arm, just been like, hi, guys. And like
Natalie did at the pool party.
That would have been me.
Like, Kim, and she was like, hey.
Yeah, that would have been me. I'm going to be nice. If you don't want to say hi to me, I'm going to make you look bad. And
exactly.
Then at this after party, I don't have to approach you. It is all on you. I said something and you didn't want to receive it. So like, goodbye. Because now I think, and if they're not going to approach her, she would have to approach them to get anything out there, which she wants to do. We're on a TV show. But if Angelica had just said hello first, then it would be all on them.
But she's digging her grave as this night goes on because production will always clip you saying horrible things back to back to back to back. So like you talking about it 4 times over the span of 3 hours, while maybe not insane, you talking about it 4 times in a minute clip that I see, you're insane.
Dude, she never saw old Vanderpump Rules because Sheena Shea was victim number 1 of all of that. We saw it all the time. Remember Rob? Like, my God, we know.
Rob.
If
so
you
true.
say one thing over and over again, you're going to get clipped. Whether that's penis pump, whether that's dramas happening, like, you're going to get clipped. So just shut the fuck up. Don't talk about it. Anyway, so Marcus pulls Kim aside and he's like, you're doing too many special hugs. And I was like, what the fuck is a special hug? She's jerking people off?
I was so confused when I watched this live the first time because I didn't know what happened.
What's a special hug?
When I watched it a second time, I literally had to rewind this like 3 times and I was like, what am I missing?
So what she did was she gave Jason and Chris a hello hug that apparently lasted
with one
too
arm.
long.
She didn't use both arms. She used one.
It was a very normal hello hug. It wasn't even like, I haven't seen you in so long hug. It was just, hey, it was one of those hugs.
Not even voice went up like an octave. No. It was, hey, not, hey.
Yeah.
It was normal.
I just saw you. I just saw you at work because I was training you hug.
And I'm greeting you because we're in the same friend group.
It was a really good coworker hug.
100%.
It was a great coworker hug. But apparently Marcus thinks it was too long because he says that Kim has called him out for hugging Natalie for too long. So he's going to do the same thing back. And I'm like, but are you actually angry or are you just looking for a fight? Because it seems like the two of you just love to fucking fight with each other about literally nothing.
That's the thing. How long have you been holding on to this one?
You saw it and you were like, time for a fight.
Finally,
yes.
She hugged another guy. I can use it.
All night for her to touch a man, and here it is. What the fuck? And Kim's even like, we just celebrated 10 months. What are you talking about? A special hug? I'm not cheating on you. I was right in front of you saying hello to 2 of your friends.
That's the thing. They're in the same friend group as Marcus, and we're all on a show together. I have to greet them.
She literally hangs out with Jason at work more than she hangs out with Marcus. She's training him. This was I just trained you at work hello hug. It was it was so insignificant when it first happened. I saw nothing. And then when I rewatched it, I still saw nothing. And then I rewatched it again and went, so Marcus thinks they hugged too long? And then I watched it another time to then go, I didn't think that was that weird. Like,
I really can't grasp their level of toxicness because
I know.
Is it that does Marcus actually think something happened here, and
is he just being terrible?
Yeah. Is he just trying to terrorize her like Steven from Tell Me Lies, or is he like incorrectly but mad about this and pissed?
Is he actually mad, or is he just looking for a fight? Like, I can't tell. It was so weird.
I need answers because I will think about this for the rest of time.
Also, I so want to be clear. If I was Kim and Marcus was pulling this shit with me, so fast, I would be like, we're done. Like, I cannot.
Alicia?
I would shut it down so quick. I'd be like, you're fighting with yourself at this. Either you can come home with me and be fine, or we could break up. But there's no, I'm not.
That's the thing.
I wouldn't even engage. I wouldn't
this
even know how
to engage.
This is
a you problem. If you're upset about me touching another man, that is a you problem. I did not do anything wrong, and I know that. And then for Kim to be like, we just celebrated our 10-month anniversary. I was like, shut the fuck up.
The way she kept being like, Marcus, why are you mad? I am Meredith Marks disengaging at this point. Like,
absolutely.
I wouldn't even know what to say to you next. I'd be like, what are you mad about? And he'd be like, that was a really long hug. I'd be like, okay, do you want me to give you a longer hug? Like, what is the solution
here? What
do
you need to feel better in this moment, Marcus?
If he said, this is giving Carl Radke squeeze me. Like, what the fuck? You're wouldn't even know what to do.
But to be honest, Carl was more valid than this.
Yeah, this is crazy.
On the scale of diabolicalness, we have now reached past squeeze me.
Yeah. But I am Lindsay looking and being like, what?
Lindsay Hubbard's response to squeeze me is this.
Lindsay would never deal with Marcus. Oh, someone get Lindsay in this bar. Someone get Marcus telling Lindsay she gave 2 guys a special hug. See what Lindsay Hubbard does.
I need
that's the
so
world.
Bad.
Let's write that fanfic. That's the fanfic.
No, I need to save a clip of this on my phone, and for the one time I meet Lindsay Hubbard in the next some odd 100 of years,
what would you do?
I need this to show her.
Lindsay Hubbard wouldn't even be caught dead in the same room as Marcus, let alone date him. That's crazy.
Listen, we are going to blow this podcast up just so we can go to BravoCon, interview Bravo Lebs, and we can show Lindsay Hubbard this video next year.
What would you do in this situation? I must know.
Yeah.
As your biggest fan, I must know. Okay, so Demy picks up on the tension and she tells Marcus to go get Kim a drink because Kim wants a Boo Bear. Just a Boo Bear.
Demy, this is not going to help because Marcus is diabolical. We just need to ignore them. Stop getting involved. Like, hype your girl up and be like, fuck that, man. Let's get our own drinks.
The way I would look at Kim and be like, he wants to see special hugs. Let's go give some special hugs. I would grab every dude and be like, this is my girl Kim and I'm Alicia. We would just be flirting with, I would be flirting with everyone. Kim would be next to me because Marcus is ignoring her. So she's coming with me.
Because instead, Demy is like setting Kim up to be more upset because Marcus will not buy her a drink. She keeps asking Marcus to buy Kim a drink. He won't do it. And so Kim just keeps getting more and more upset. Yeah.
They're also right there and Marcus keeps going, no. So Kim's gonna get upset. And like, I mean, Demy acknowledges it. She's like, it's Tuesday, so they're obviously fighting. Well, girl, if we've already been here before, grab Kim. We're going next door. We're fucking up this taco stand. Like, let's do this wherever we are.
And remember when Kim and Marcus were so upset that people didn't just jump at them getting back together so quickly? It's like, this is why.
Remember when they were mad that everyone was in their business?
Well, hello? You pull everybody in.
Okay, so then Kim goes to the bathroom to cry.
I don't know.
No, but she really did. She held it. She was like, I'm going to the bathroom. I really thought she was just going to pee. And then we hear her crying in the stall. And I was like,
I knew she was going to go cry to the bathroom, but I'm like, girl, get out of this fucking relationship.
I had a little hope because I was like, this is so stupid. How are you even upset over it?
The minute she said 10-month anniversary, I knew we were in for it.
Oh, man. Okay, so then Demy goes to check on Kim. Kim says she's tired of being ignored. Marcus is mad because Kim hugged someone for a second too long. And then Kim texted Marcus, apparently, somehow between the hug and the crying session in the bathroom stall, Kim texted Marcus, I only have eyes for you. I only love you. You're the only person that matters to me. You're the only person I love. Stop. And if he's this insecure about a 2-millisecond hug with his friend who isn't interested in your girlfriend, girl, you can't give him any assurance. There's no assurance in the world.
And if he's doing it just to be toxic, you are giving him all the ammo to say that this works on you.
Yeah. Yeah. So Demy is like, this is super dumb. Marcus is never gonna change. He's projecting.
Yep.
Hello. And then Kim's basically like, if he's not careful, he's going to lose me. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
The fact that you're crying over it tells me no, he's not.
And you're still together right now.
Oh my God. Actually make him scared to lose you. Go flirt your be like, fine, we're breaking up then. Goodbye. You're really not going to talk. You're really going to act this immature. Then go fuck someone else.
You're a loser. I'll go find someone better.
I would straight up be like, you go find someone who's going to give you whatever you want. I'm going to go hug a bunch of other dudes. See ya. Pull a Lindsay Hubbard. I'm going to go sleep in a bed with a guy.
That's exactly how she should respond.
Hello. So then we cut to Angelica wants to talk to Audrey. It's awkward as fuck. But she's like, hey, can we go chat? So Angelica says things are uncomfortable and she just wants to know why. And Audrey says she feels like trust was broken because Angelica didn't think about how she was sharing something that Audrey told her in confidence.
Audrey is acting like they've been best friends for 10 years and she like spilled some like grand secret. I'm like, you do got to level down this whole trust thing. You guys like just met.
Level it down a little, but it is a little bit like, hey girl,
I can't trust you moving forward.
I told you this girl to girl and it sucks that you not only told like a few people, you are letting it be known on the loudspeaker.
Absolutely.
That's
but I'm
where I would be like,
tone down that I can't ever trust you again. I'm like, shut up.
You can't, but just move on. But yeah, I get it in the sense like, okay, we're girls. We're going to bond over something.
We're dating
brothers or cousins. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you fucked it up. So
absolutely.
And you're trying to get me in trouble. Because never forget, at Tom Angelica was like, well, it was Audrey who did it. You're trying to throw me under the bus. And I'm done.
That's what I don't like about this game from Audrey's perspective, is it's like, we're all just trying to not be to blame at all. And I'm like, oh my God, this is just a nightmare situation of hot potato, of who's going to land with the potato in their hands and be the most at fault, when it's like, everybody fucked up here. Can we just like not? Like, Angelica's so fucking dramatic. Audrey, you brought this to her. I don't know why. And then like the boys, like, you guys also suck and don't actually like these girls. I think it's because I don't believe any of this. It's pissing me off across the board.
I actually didn't think Audrey was trying to get out of taking blame. I think she more just wanted Angelica to acknowledge where she went wrong. Because Audrey acknowledged to Jason, I shouldn't have said this. That was her acknowledgement, and Jason's cool with it. But she wants Angelica to be like, you were also wrong for repeating what I told you, and now you have to understand why I'm not going to tell you shit in the future.
Absolutely.
Because Angelica,
I think it's because she built up that like trust thing, and I'm like, okay, it's not that serious.
Angelica's the one that's like, I want to know why things are uncomfortable with us. Oh, it's because I don't trust you anymore.
That's crazy.
So I understand what Audrey is kind of saying.
Yeah, I think I just hate all of them, and I think they all shouldn't interact with any of each other. Like, I don't believe any of this. I'm so annoyed with all of them. I don't want to say excited to watch Vanderpump Rules, but I was so willing to give this show a shot. And the longer we watch this and the more we cover it, the more I hate it. The more I hate every single person except for my beloved Shayne.
Sure. No, I'll put Audrey in my basket. Audrey and Shayne, those are my two I'm saving.
I won't.
I'll
she
even
annoys
save
me.
Natalie a little.
I'll save Natalie.
I will save those three. Those are my top three. Everyone else can, I don't know, die in a meteor shower. Wouldn't care. Wouldn't matter.
Not a meteor shower. They don't hit Earth.
Wishing the worst. So yeah, Audrey's basically like, Angelica, imagine if like someone announced what was in your drawers to everyone else. Like, that would really suck. And Angelica's like, but it wasn't in a drawer. The penis pump was on a shelf.
Which,
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, Audrey didn't go through his drawers, but this is semantics at this point.
Well, Audrey says you're missing the point, which I think Angelica does not want to take any responsibility for anything she might. She's
trying to be like, oh, see, it was technically kind of out in public, and like, you're the one who told me, and so like, that's why it's okay for that. I shamed him all across the board. Yeah. And it's like, okay, the fact that you know this and maybe told one person, maybe these are somewhat valid excuses, but that's not what you did.
Yeah, and then Angelica keeps going on why, like, having a penis pump isn't actually a problem, and it's not bad that she repeated it. And I was like, but girl, the way you were saying it, you're making it seem like it is a problem.
Her excuse, her like get out of jail free cards that she's trying to throw around don't line up with like how she acted prior.
So then Angelica's like, or Audrey's like, I just thought we could laugh about this girl to girl. And Angelica's like, exactly, it's a joke. I was just joking about it. And Audrey's like, no, you took something I told you, and then you were making fun of him in front of a room. And Angelica, like, if the point is right in front of her, she cannot find it.
No, Audrey, like, she formulated that perfectly. Like, I was like, see, that's exactly the problem. It's not that... Like, I just can't with Angelica.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
Because Angelica's we're going to clip this, and Angelica's going to comment on it, and girl, I'm done feeling bad that you're seeing what I'm saying.
Dude, I had your back, and I'm annoyed.
Meredith should be the most annoyed, because I was kind of over you the second I disliked something, but she tried. Anyway, so, Audrey says, like, Angelica didn't have the right to talk about Jason's business, and Angelica said, well, I didn't, you're the one that told me. And they're like, oh my God, like, we're in a circle. So Audrey gets really mad now, and she's like, also, you told Lisa Vanderpump, like, that was unnecessary. Angelica says, like, listen, their business is out in the open anyways because they have OnlyFans. I'm like, oh my God, this girl sucks. Angelica apologizes for telling Lisa, but Audrey's like, okay, great. You feel bad about telling Lisa, but you told everyone all day. Angelica thought it would be funny. Audrey says there's a time and place for this. And it was not the time or place in a room with their boss.
Angelica's like, time and place? What are we talking about? She can't grasp anything in this conversation.
She's manic. This girl is like manic. And so Angelica says the problem is they're supposed to be friends, but Chris called her a bitch. So where's her apology from Audrey?
Why are we bringing in this random thing now?
But, okay, so first first, she's missing the whole point and not giving Audrey any kind of understanding in this whole conversation. And then she turns to Audrey and is like, we're friends, and your guy that you're not even fucking called me a bitch, so you need to apologize.
You need to answer for it.
And Audrey makes a great, but she's like, listen, that is between you and Chris. That is not me. Angelica says, well, then Audrey, you're not a girl's girl. You just need guys' validation.
Pot kettle. What do you mean?
Don't you dare use girl's girl like that. This is why girl's girl is going to die, because like we weaponize it.
This is like, okay, yeah, should Audrey probably have corrected Chris and been like, don't call her a bitch, that's not nice? Yeah, in a dream world, we would all call out at any time somebody's called that. But how are you trying to make that offense bigger than something you actually did? Not only to Jason, but you like weaponize your friendship and knowledge that you got from Audrey. And that's what she's coming to you for, is to be like, yo, you put me in a bad spot. And you're trying to push the blame onto her for the Jason thing, but then push blame on her for something she had nothing to do, like, had no actions in.
And for all you know, maybe she was walking with Chris and she was like, hey, just don't call her a bitch again. Like, you don't know. But in that moment, after you have blamed, right, at Tom, Angelica said, Audrey's the one that told me it's her fault in front of Chris. Chris said, you're a bitch or whatever. Audrey's not going to then be like, I'm going to defend Angelica.
Yes.
The fuck?
And like, come on, if you can't handle being called a bitch, then don't ever say like mean things to anybody else ever again.
Listen.
Like, these glass houses, I can't. That is light work.
Don't come on reality TV. You got to be fucking kidding me. I call everyone a bitch or a loser, and I'm not even on it. I just talk about it.
Because like, the tone and how he was saying it was just like a fuck you, like you're being rude, stop.
Which he meant, Like
if he was screaming in your face and like using such vitriol in his voice, okay, fine. We can maybe talk about that, but you gotta first resolve how you fucked up with the Jason stuff.
Also, have we just never thought that maybe you were kind of being a bitch to Jason about this whole thing?
Maybe you were. Good point.
Whatever. Audrey does say, she's like, pot kettle, hello, don't come at me. And so Angelica says she's not sorry she said it, but she's sorry she hurt Audrey because she does when people apologize
like this.
Audrey's kind of like, I'm over it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Angelica's like, fine, don't trust me, but I'm here for you. I see a younger version of myself in you. And I was like, are you not 6 months older than Audrey?
I don't care how much older you are. If somebody, because she goes, I want to be like a big sister to you. Please don't. I don't need anybody to call me their sister.
No.
I have a sister. I don't even want her to call me a sister. I had sorority sisters. I'm done with the sisterhood bullshit.
My sister, because I am an older sister, and sometimes my sister will be like, you're being too much of an older sister. Yeah. We don't need more.
I'm a full-grown adult.
Audrey, I think, does a great job where she goes, I don't want you as an older sister. Like, what
is going on?
The trust is broken. We can be cordial, and that is it. I love, there's no bigger fuck you than when someone's like, I'm not even going to fight with you. We're going to be cordial, and that's it. Because that means I don't even care to fucking fight with you.
As much as a big deal I made about that trust thing, we are not sisters. We don't actually have trust. We barely know each other. What do you mean, sisters?
No, that. I'd be like, my older sister, I trained you on how to be a hostess. You're my older sister?
I met you 4 weeks ago. I don't even know your middle name.
Also, I'm pretty sure someone else has to be like, oh my God, you're like a sister to me. You can't claim me as a sister if I don't want that. Because we're not actually it's so weird.
You don't get to just throw the blanket of I'm your big sister over you. I don't feel the same. This isn't reciprocated. Get out of my life.
I want to be a big sister to you because I see a younger version of myself. Again, we've been here. You were born 10 seconds before I was. A younger version? What? It's so weird.
Who are you?
I thought Angelica was younger. Like the way she acts, I thought she was younger than Audrey. And I know Audrey's 22, but she is a mature 22, it seems.
I thought Angelica was older, but I find it weird if you are 2 to 3 years older and you're like, I'm a big sister to you.
Minimum 5 years.
If we're in our 20s, 30s, and above, if you were just a few years older than me, you're not some like big sister figurehead for me.
Also, I'm a full-fledged adult. I don't need another person telling me what to do. I got it. I got parents. I got siblings. I got this 31-year-old boyfriend. I don't fucking need you. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm already dating a dad at this point, okay? I don't need another
whole
parental.
Family.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to you for advice. You're the one fucking up your life right now. You're making everyone hate you. That's like saying I'm gonna go to Marcus and Kim for relationship advice. Oh, I'm gonna go to Angelica for life advice. No. Oh, I'm gonna go to Natalie on anger management advice. No. I'm
and Demy for management.
For management advice. Yeah, the fuck are we talking about? Peter, that's an older brother. He's 80 years older than everyone here. Like, what is going on? That's my rant.
It's Alicia, this episode was so wild because I was like, Angelica, every wrong door you could have entered, you did.
Yeah. It was like that game show where it's like, one of these doors, you will be eliminated. And she just kept going. She never learned.
They like put an X over it and it's like, this is the death trap door.
You've already walked through this. And she's like, and again.
She's in Mario Kart. She's just driving off the bridge every time.
Yeah, terrible. So, we have next time on Vanderpump Rules, the new class, we are co-hosting an event where we all have to go away together for something. This has never happened before. Just make it someone's birthday. Like, co-hosting, whatever. Audrey and Chris are good, but Audrey's waiting for the pin to drop. Shayne was in a film. Angelica's grossed out about something. I'm sure she's going to judge another person for existing. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, it's time to do Accepted and Blocked. I think it's my turn to go first. I think I'm even. Okay, I'm blocking Angelica. She drives me nuts.
I mean, I have to do the same. Yeah, well, okay, I'll pick someone different, actually. I'm picking Marcus. That's special.
Yeah. Special hug. I was like, she gave someone a happy ending. Like, what is a special hug?
I'm not joking. I thought I missed a huge chunk of the episode when I was watching live. I was like, damn, was I on my phone and I missed like her rubbing someone's back? Like,
define special hug. It sounds like they had that's what you tell your kids when you're like, this is how babies are born, mommy and daddy. That's why I was thinking it was sexual. Mommy and daddy do a special hug.
You're so right.
And that's how babies are born.
And then
oh my God, that's from a show where they actually say it's a special hug. I don't remember. I just remember the kid being like, oh, there's a baby. Your mom and dad did a special hug. Like, it was something like that. Oh my God. Brain. What's it called in Jimmy Neutron? I had a brain blast right there. Oh, it was awesome. Okay, Accepted. Oh, there's two ways I could go. I'm going to give you the one I know you want.
I'm going with Shayne. My guy.
Yeah, he's the best. But I'm going to go with Audrey just to like spice it up. I like the way she handled everything. Why? Leave Audrey alone. She's run me over.
Nuts.
She talks about manifesting one more time. I'm going to drop kick her, but I was kind of into her this episode.
You're really in and out on her. So let's go on.
She's my sleeper. She's my sleeper pick. You know, she's like early Vanderpump, my Kristen. No, my Katie. Where sometimes I was okay and sometimes I was kind of out. I feel like that's Audrey. I like the way she handles herself, but she's also like not important, I guess.
Agreed.
Angelica, literally though, that last like half of that argument drove me nuts. Anyway,
it's crazy to me because she said online that there was a conversation between her and Audrey where Audrey pushed her to like be interested in Shayne. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, there's all this background stuff that's happening where like Angelica's gonna be, you know, proven right about things, or like there's context that's missing to like the like half shitty stuff she did last episode. And then it's like, okay, and then this happens.
No one's mad you're hooking up with Shayne. No one's mad about Shayne. Everyone's mad about how you're handling Jason.
That, and I'm like, okay, what's about to happen at this reunion that's being filmed?
Okay, I have to ask, do you think Angelica has that thing where you film this season and you think the public, you're like so gung-ho, the public is going to receive it this way, that you are like, I am right, it's going to be received so well, and then like the public gets it and they're like, what the fuck are you on? You know how sometimes people are like, I thought that probably would have went down. Or you know how sometimes in Bravo, we can tell when someone's trying to get the public on their side?
Yeah.
And it turns out.
I don't think that that's what she's doing. I genuinely think she thinks she's right. Like, it's not even in, like, public edit or anything. I think
you don't think she's trying to be, like, the strong girl who's, like, gonna be vindicated, like the Ariana and the Katie, and she's like, you're gaslighting me,
she is
you're
playing
a bad
up the
guy.
injury for that, but
you abused me kind of vibes, and everyone's like, no.
I will give her that, though.
She didn't.
Like, that
but
was
it's giving you hurt me, and you meant it, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she must have known what was coming with this episode with her comments last week. That's why I'm annoyed with her. Is you just went on the internet and blasted these 3 people for being bad people, because they weren't bad people last week, but like, you were on the ups last week. And then this was coming? Are you kidding me? She just did what she did about her back. She just complained so hard about something so minute and then did something terrible.
Yeah. It's that. It's like, a part of me thinks that in her head, she's like, I'm going to be the strong woman. Like, I'm going to learn. And that's why she was commenting to us. And she's like, I learned my lesson. I became strong. I stood up for myself. And I think it seems to me like she's like, I'm going to put this man in his place because everyone hates men. And I'm going to come out like on the right in this one. And then she was like, and Audrey's agreeing with men and she needs male validation. So
you're
like,
so right, actually.
And then I think in her mind, post filming, she's like, oh my God, I can't wait for the public to see this. They're going to love it. And it's like, no, we're not. Because do we hate men? Sure. Do we love berating men? Of course. Do we have to like publicly shame them? Sometimes if they do bad things, but like there was nothing really bad that happened.
That is like, despite what people might think on the internet, not about me, but I think like the right-wing psychos think that women just come up with anything to hate a man over. I don't need to come up with things. There's plenty of things to hate real life men over. So like, I'm not going to conjure up some reason. And like, Angelica, you don't need to either, because
he gave you shit to that you could have used. But the problem was after he showed his colors, you went, I'll still go on a date with you. So then it negated that. And then you're now mad at him for not the right reasons.
Like you can alone be upset with him and say, I don't want to date him, and be like, be vindicated for leaving like a crush and then like going and finding a new man. But you are not vindicated in tearing that man down to his boss, to every single person on this show, and then the public, because you're on a reality TV show.
And then blaming someone else for it. No, it was crazy. Angelica, I cannot stand by.
For a personal choice, because it is a personal choice to sell your body and have a penis pump, to buy an item and use it. Like, why is that a crime?
Stop shaming sex workers. Cut it out. They are allowed to do whatever they want.
To shame Jason over. We don't have to go with like that.
She had it. She had him when she was like, I wore my heels so I could stand tall with him. But then 2 seconds later, she was like, oh my God, I'm going on a date with him. It negates it. It's like everything when Kim is like, I just want Marcus to respect me. No, you don't.
It's because like she was like, that's not big enough. That's not a big enough like fuck you to a guy. I need something bigger. And she tries to like manufacture this moment.
Make fun of him. Yeah. You can shame men. It's not that hard. You just have to do it
one
correctly.
Or two hee-hee-ha-has about that penis pump.
Hilarious.
Fine. Move on.
It would have been quite embarrassing though if she went to Shayne and was like, he has a penis pump, haha. And Shayne was like, well, I have Viagra. You know, it'd be like because that's the guy you like. So that would have sucked.
But he even laughed. He was like, ha ha ha.
He was in it. Because he probably would also laugh about the Viagra. He'd be like, I'm like an old man because I was shot.
The way she was saying it too was just like cheeky, like, oh my God, and like Jason has this, and like Audrey found it. It was the act of Audrey finding it is like the funny bit. Yeah. It's you constantly telling everyone. Funny.
Yeah. Without like the story, and then you like you have to make it seem like he should be embarrassed. It's so weird, dude. Anyway. Okay. This Angelica broke my brain. Thanks for tuning in. Do all the things I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. And with that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.